Hey guys, so I thought that today I would take you through my exam season evening routine. So this is just an average evening during like exam season, so I'm revising, but it's not like there's an exam like tomorrow or anything. Nearly 4 o'clock. So I'm starting this evening routine now. I just did like about, it honestly took way too long, but I just did some admin. With admin, I'm kind of bad with tasks in that I either do it like straight away or I don't do it until it's like past the deadline. So yeah, this time it was past the deadline. It was like the onboarding tasks that I had to do for my summer internship. Actually took me way too long, but it's all done now. Hopefully that's all okay. I'm gonna do revision for another hour. I'll just quickly show you what I'm doing. I've been doing foundations of statistical inference this week. These are some of the notes that I've been making, and I've also been doing my flashcard, but I just made a note of a section that I skipped, lol. These are the flashcards that I've done. I've got some prompts, and then lots of people have been asking me which flashcards app I use, and it actually took me so long to find this app because I do maths. I really need like handwritten flashcards, and there are some really good ones like Anki and Quizlet, but they're only for like typed flashcards, so I won't gatekeep. The flashcards app that I use is called Cardflow Plus, and the note-taking app that I use is Notability, and I really like both of them actually. I spent a long time using OneNote on my iPad, but then I just realized that there are like so much better apps out there, and it just so happened the OneNote was like the one that schools were using, which isn't good in terms of like actual note-taking. Notability Cardflow Plus. I like it because you can have like different decks for each, and then you can also organize them in like the specific board. Oh my god, I love Diet Coke so much. I'm currently doing my first round of revision, which is going through the entire set of lecture notes and making my own revision notes. And whilst I'm doing that, I also just like redo the problem sheet questions, because this year our problem sheet questions were like halved. So we only have like 4 problem sheets per course. That means that I can like redo them and it's manageable. Whereas like before, when it was 8, I couldn't really like redo them because that was like too much. The lecture notes for Foundations of Statistical Inference are like not as good as the ones that like the lecturer hand wrote whilst he was like doing the lecture. So I'm just using those. Yeah, and then like crossing them off once I've studied that section. So yeah, I've done quite a lot of the notes already. I used to be really obsessed with like really aesthetic notes. I used to have like all of these pastel highlighters and everything, but I don't really care anymore. I just need them to be effective. I just like to write it out so that I can understand them. I can make sure that I've covered everything. That's why I do my notes instead of using the ones already provided. But yeah, I just care about like efficiency over everything else now. I just finished tutoring, so I'm gonna send the notes in like a second, but this parcel just arrived, which is like my new lenses. I just ordered them online, but I'm excited because they usually send like sweets inside the package as well. Oh, wow. They replaced the free sweets with a complimentary pen. Okay, no, I'm kind of disappointed. I was like really looking forward to something sweet. But yeah, just got my lenses. So many people don't know about it, but you can get like special contact lenses if you have astigmatism, which are like more expensive, but they're so much more comfortable than like standard lenses. So I didn't know about it, like it wasn't recommended to me. I also got cases. Just past 6 p.m. and I'm gonna make myself some dinner. This segment of this video is sponsored by listening. Literally at like all times during the day when I'm not studying. If I'm like cooking, washing up, doing laundry, tidying my room, going for a walk, driving, literally at all times I either have AirPods or headphones, but I have to be listening to something. I usually alternate between like podcasts and music. But recently, because of my dissertation, I've been really getting into like listening to academic papers, for which I use Listening. Listening is an app that turns academic papers, textbooks, PDFs, or anything into audio, so you can listen to them on the go. So instead of having to sit at your desk reading, you can listen from anywhere. The thing that I love the most about Listening is the fact that it can actually read maths equations, which fellow maths or STEM students will know is very uncommon. It can also automatically skip things like citations and footnotes, and also can pronounce technical words. Whilst I'm cooking, I'm going to listen to this paper. It's for my dissertation, but it's not like one of the main texts for my dissertation, so I'm kind of just like listening to it for background. So if you guys want to try out Listening, then if you click the link in my description box down below, then you can get 3 weeks free instead of 2 weeks. Let's just pretend it looks good, even though literally everything's ran out. Like the grease-proof paper has run out, the cheese has run out. Usually it looks a lot better, but it will still taste good. Doesn't it look so good? I feel like I've really mastered how to make homemade pizza. I make it exactly the way that I like it. And look how puffed up it gets. My favorite is definitely the crust, because I bought like a big supply of like Domino's garlic and herb dips, so that then I can like make homemade pizza but like use their dip, because I love their dip so much. It's like my favorite thing. It's so good. I'm probably gonna eat like around half of this, and then I also have my Diet Coke on the side, and I cut up some oranges. Oranges are my favorite fruit at the moment. They're just so like sweet and juicy. And also Sablé grapes. Tastes so much better than regular grapes. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my dinner. Whilst I'm eating, I'm also going to watch yesterday's episode of The Apprentice. When I'm eating is probably like the main time that I watch TV, especially when I'm here on my own. I have a cup of tea. I don't know why, for some reason, like the caffeine in tea like really affects me for some reason, which is why like if I'm studying in the evening, I like to have it just as like an extra boost of energy, which is weird. Like I drink quite a bit of coffee, and I'm also a fan of energy drinks, but I don't know why, like the caffeine in tea hits me hard. I also brought up a hot water bottle. Even though it is April already, it is quite cold still in the UK, so especially like in my room, I don't know why. So yeah, basically at the moment I've been living home alone for about like 2 weeks, over 2 weeks, because essentially I left my uni accommodation because it was like mice infested, and then I came home. I was gonna come home anyway, but I came home like earlier because of that. And then my family, like my parents and my brother, went to China for the Easter holidays. Well, I wish I could have gone, but yeah, I had to revise. So this is why I've been like home alone, just like wandering around the house. So I've been like doing this thing where like every evening I spend 1 hour on my dissertation. Like the bulk of it's done. It's a bit of the write-up, like the conclusion and things like that, and like the references, formatting, typos, like all stuff like that. And I don't know why, like every time I think about doing it, I just get really overwhelmed. So I just said to myself, I'll do like an hour a day, just I really like break it down into amounts that I won't like procrastinate and put off, because like I was gonna do it like last week, but then I just kept procrastinating because I kept thinking, oh no, I've got to do that and that and that and that and that, and then the abstract, and then the intro, and then the conclusion, and then like correct those mistakes. I don't know why I get like getting stressed about it. So yeah, I'm gonna do an hour of that, and then I will catch up with you guys in a bit. My desk is usually like kind of messy by the end of the day. So before I go to sleep, I like to just like tidy it up a bit. So even though I mostly write on my iPad, I also like to make some posters sometimes, just about like really important points. And sometimes if I'm doing like bookwork and stuff, I'll also use like paper. Like this was one of the things that I just wrote whilst I was like revising that section. So after learning from mistakes in first year and second year, I've now learned the importance of skincare during exam season, because if I don't use like good skincare products and I just end up like splashing my face with cold water or something, I always break out due to the stress in exam season. The brand that's actually worked quite well for me is like Skin and Me. So this is like the cleanser that I use. I also use this treatment sometimes when I feel like my skin is gonna break out, so we'll use it today. And then this moisturizer, also Skin and Me, which I use every day. And then that's basically it for my face. And then for my hands, I just use like this like working hand cream. I got my parents this massager for Christmas, and since they're away, I just stole it. Look, it's actually really cool. I tried it when I was in China because my aunt has it, and it like properly gets deep into your muscles. I literally left all of my clothes at uni, so this is what we have. This is actually so relaxing. I would actually really recommend this because I'm someone who gets really stressed at night, because I just think like, oh my god, like it feels like, I don't know, a day less until whatever it is, ow, I'm stressed about. I'm like really prone to like stress eating, but yeah, this is like equally relaxing to me. So it's like a really good alternative to like if you eat late night snack, like not because of hunger but because of stress. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed following along my exam season evening routine. I'm gonna probably just like chill for about like 15 minutes or so and then go to sleep. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!